Hi everyone, this is Elizabeth with 217 Creations, and I'm here today to share with you my latest mini album that I've just completed. It's a cute one, and it's kind of small. As you can see, here's my hands. It's made from 4-inch coasters, so it's not very big at all, but it is chubby, so it works really nice as a decor piece. It stands up on its own and has lots and lots of ribbon. It has been bound with the cinch from We Are Memory Keepers. There's the holes. And the wire is really cool. This one is one of the antique brass colored ones. And then of course I used ribbon to really decorate it up on the sides. All the cuts that you see in this album were done with a Cricut cartridge called Ornamental Iron 2, with the exception of this one right here, the S. This is from Teresa Collins Sophisticated. And I cut it on like a pearl cardstock. It's going to be hard to see it in the video. But then I heat embossed it with some new embossing powder I got from Stampendous called Shabby Opaque White, and it's white with like chunky gold flakes inside of it. So it really has a cool effect. I'm so glad I bought the big bottle at Archivers instead of the small one, because that will come in handy for a lot of projects. Other details, this knob is from Tim Holtz. It's a curio knob, and the way I do these have screw backs. And the way I do them is I take a hole punch a very small hole, not a regular size hole punch, but like on the small side of the crocodile makes a nice small hole. And then all you have to do is line this part up and then screw this part in with your fingers. You don't even need necessarily a flat head, especially on a thin material. Now, if you were doing something where you needed it really sturdy, like on wood or a thicker material, you might need to use a flathead screwdriver, but I just twisted this one in with my hand. The butterfly is from Michaels, actually the wedding department. It's from the Ashland collection, and these start out white, and then I inked it and covered it in Glimmer Glam. And if you haven't ever played with Glimmer Glam, it's a lot of fun. It's from Tattered Angels, and that's what's giving it this really great iridescent high sheen. This is a wax leaf from Recollections. And this opens up. Another cut from Ornamental Iron 2, and this one says, sometimes you just have to take the leap and build your wings on the way down. I love that sentiment. It is from Pink by Design. Sarah, who is the owner of Pink by Design, has an amazing collection of sentiment stamps, and this one here is, I believe, from Believe in Yourself, but there's several other ones that have these really great, like, inspirational sentiments, which work really nice on layouts and mini albums. So lots of fun, lots of bling. These are just odds and ends for my collection. Another cut from Ornamental Iron 2, and then this little clock that I found in my pile of stash that I have. On this side, another coaster, of course, the whole album is. And then this rose that you see here, and you'll have to excuse my dirty fingers. I've been inking, as you can see, and I did my very best to clean them before this video, but looking at it as I'm taping it, I really apologize. They will not come any cleaner for probably another day. So do accept my apologies on my inked up fingers. I did my best, but anyways, I digress. So the flower here, this one I made myself. It is cut with satin off my Cricut, and then I used a heat gun to heat it. I have a video on how to do that step by step, and it's called Melted Vintage Flowers, and you can find that on my YouTube channel as well. This one here is from Michael's Recollection, and this one, this little metal piece, I just hot glued that onto the coaster. It's from the jewelry department at Michael's. I found it this summer. I really loved it, and it came with two, so I didn't feel too guilty putting it on here, because now I still have one more left. Another cut from Ornamental Iron 2, and then lots of bling. The paper that you see that I've used in here is from Melody Ross from GCD, and it's called Urban Artsy. It's very eclectic, and I love the way it looks. Oh, didn't show you the side. Here's the back side of this one. That cuts from Ornamental Iron. This one here is just mini pom-pom on a trim, and I just put hot glue and just lightly pushed it all the way down and around. So on this side you get a border. On this side it's no border, but you can still see the trim, so it's kind of a cool effect. This cuts from Ornamental Iron. I think these were intended as photo corners, but I was just playing with the sizing. I was like, oh, those kind of look like really pretty fans that would look great in here. So I just blew them up into a really large cut, which I love. And what I did is I sandwiched it because this paper's not double-sided. I didn't want to have white cardstock showing on this side, so I just flipped the image and cut a mirror of it so that it could be sandwiched. And then that way when the album stands, you get color on both sides. And then here's a little metal charm. And as you can see, I have not put photos or journaling in this yet. I've got to sit down and take some time and go through and pick what pictures I want in here. But this is going to be a little kind of family mini album from the last year. I'm just going to put some really great pictures I found when I was organizing. So, and these are also from Ornamental Iron too, as well as this. The inks that I used are Tim Holtz Distress Inks is what I've used. This is from Prima, and that's from Tim Holtz. And this one I kind of had some fun with. This is just some baby eyelet lace that I had laying around. And I used the red line tape, the Terrifically Tacky, and ran it around. And then I took little pieces of string and tied some eyelets together. So it kind of created this like ripple effect, which was really cool. Here's another one of those photo corners. Love that one. And then this is just lace trim on there with pearls. Another Ornamental Iron 2 cut. This rhinestone is from Michael's in the jewelry department. This one's kind of fun. These are off of a wide, and I say wide like a 2-inch wide ribbon roll that I bought at Hobby Lobby. And I just cut the flowers off the roll, kind of cut around the satin and the tulle, and then I hot glued them around. So they're kind of like covers. It really turned out cool. I was kind of really impressed with how that turned out, and I love it. So, and then this side I have another one of those melted flowers, and make sure you watch that video. It's lots of fun. And even if you don't have a Cricut, you can do this with other machines and die cutting machines too. And here is another one of those flowers from Recollections. And there's the back. And it stands. Here we go. I absolutely love it. I hope you do too. I hope it gives you lots of inspiration to try maybe something new that you haven't thought of doing before, or maybe pull out some of those supplies you have sitting around and scraps and use them up. As always, the Gypsy file is free for download on my blog at 217creations.com, and the 2 cartridges you'll need for the cuts themselves are Teresa Collins Sophisticated Cricut, and you'll also need Ornamental Iron 2 from Cricut. If you only want the medallion cuts and you're not interested in the US, you could just use the Ornamental Iron 2. But as you can see, it's a very eclectic, fun little mini, and oh, my little charm fell off. Okay, I have to go hot glue that back on. But anyways, I hope you really enjoyed it, and I appreciate your patience. And as always, I appreciate comments, subscribers, and followers. And I hope you have a great day. Make sure you check out the blog, especially if you'd like to see a photo tutorial on how to make this mini. I also have a coordinating video for this one on how to use the Cuttlebug to emboss coasters, and then how I inked them. So if you're interested in that one, make sure you check out that video as well. I hope you have a great day, and thank you as always. Bye-bye.